Hello, hi everybody. How y'all doing? Oh, hope all's well. Sorry for the delay. Why you always got switches up all the time? Why
Because
can't you just
it's
let me?
weird.
How's everybody? Hope you're all doing well today.
Mm.
Uh, for Maximized Monday, it is
Yep.
Monday, October the what? The sixth?
It's the sixth. Yep.
Yeah, we're Monday, October 6th. We're live today. Um, thank you for all who are coming on, tuning in. I wish this weather would make up its mind. I'm kind of
Is it summer? Is it winter? What is it doing?
yeah. So you know what I mean? Oh well. But hope all's well. If you missed yesterday's service, go back and check it out, and make sure you tune in. Hey Keisha, how you doing? Uh, hey Karen, you trying to use your Bluetooth?
I'm trying, but it's not working.
Yeah,
I'm
I can hear
struggling.
myself. So,
Yeah, sorry.
you on your iPad?
No, I'm on my iPhone
Uh,
and it's connecting, but it's not actually coming through my earbuds.
where, where's you don't have wired headphones?
Like, huh?
You don't have wired headphones?
No.
You need to. You know all that radiation messing with you.
Is that what the problem is?
Well, you had it before the problem, before the radio. I'm, I'll play.
I think that's working now.
How's everybody doing?
There we go.
There you go. Yes, that sounds better. No, now it's back. You know, my mine do that sometimes too. They keep connecting and disconnecting.
Yeah. This is the first time I've had this problem.
Just turn your volume down a little bit, see if that helps. Sorry for the technical difficulties. All. Hello, hello. That's better.
Okay.
All right. Welcome everybody. If you missed yesterday's service, please go back and check it out. We are in our church anniversary this month, and we want you to listen to the sermon, both morning and communion in the evening. We had a great time in the Lord, and just so grateful for what God is doing for us um, as a church. So, if you haven't done so, please like this video, share, subscribe to the channels if you can. Somebody know about Maximize Monday. We are on, and we're just trusting, believing God for Him to bless your life, and that's that. So this week, tomorrow we have Focus Singles Ministry at 7 o'clock. We'll do this again at the end. Come on and check them out. Pastor P is going to be teaching class tomorrow night. Of course, we have Wednesday Bible study, 12 noon in person, as well as in the evening. We're just grateful to God for allowing us to be here for another day.
Yeah.
I'm Pastor Nick. That is M.
Oh. Hi.
Maya LaBoo. How much candy corn have you eaten so far?
That's not a fair question to ask.
Why is it not fair?
It's not fair.
Why is it not fair?
So last season, I didn't have any candy corn.
I asked you about last season. I asked you how much did you have
I
this season?
made up a little bit for it this year.
Your joints probably hurting, ain't they?
You know, it's okay.
It's okay.
I'm done for right now. I'll probably get another bag before the October is done. But
Go ahead and eat. Go ahead and eat that candle wax candy. Anyway, we hope all's well. I'm enjoying pumpkin season though. Got my pumpkin spice coffee, a couple other things.
Oh.
Yes. Get some apple cider, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But anywho, so last week we got on this discussion about I don't know how we got on it, but prioritizing God over everything. And if you missed last week's discussion, go back and watch. It was kind of one of those God breathed moments. It just kind of came out. And, I did a video last week and I was talking about how if you don't have a prayer life during the season, you really going to need one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're really going to need one. And we need, don't encourage her to double up. Don't encourage her.
It makes sense. I'm just saying.
Because you're going to need me to pray for you. What's that? What is that?
Oh, did I hit that by accident? Sorry.
I'm about to say $10 discount. What is that?
No, don't do that.
What you on there doing?
No, I'm on my phone, so everything is like this big.
Why don't you use your tablet? Y'all fat.
I don't have anything to hold it up with.
I could have got you a. Jesus have mercy.
Sorry.
Hi, Jill Beth. How are you from? Jesus. Sorry for the technical difficulties. All we apologize. It's not on my end.
Guys, I'm struggling. Pray for me.
So we were talking about prioritizing God and everything. And I think one of these seasons is reminding us that unfortunately, sometimes God has to use hardship to bring us back to a place of prayer. Because during good seasons, we don't have the tendency to pray as much as we should. And I think God's trying to teach us, how to practice having this lifestyle, whether you're in good season or bad seasons. It's funny, like when we're in trouble, we run in church, run to God, run this, almost like, he's just this quick fixer. And then once he fixes it, I'm good, back to to normal. And I don't know about y'all. If you only come talk to me when you want something, you're showing me something. I kind of resent that a little bit.
Yeah.
But we need to focus on prayer as a lifestyle, the word as a lifestyle, worship as a lifestyle, so that we're prepared before the season comes. I did one of these classes. I can't remember, doing so many things now, where the disciples failed when they couldn't rebuke the demon from the boy. And they asked Jesus in private, how come we couldn't do this? He said, this kind only comes forth by fasting and prayer. And you notice Jesus didn't go on a fast when the problem came. He was fasting and praying before the problem. So when the problem showed up, he had what it took to deal with it. Most times we wait until the problem comes to start doing it, rather than preparing ourselves in anticipation of the problem with our consecration. Something like Bishop talked about the week before. That's part of the season of the calendar of the year. You're going to be jacked up because of whatever. Prepare yourself for that challenge. Yeah. Prepare yourself with consecration before it comes, rather than playing catch up when it comes. And God wants us to have this base. That's why throughout the Gospels, you'll see Jesus getting away from the crowd. And we usually found him doing two things: praying and sleeping. He was resting, talking to God. And God wants to remind us that we need to get away to pray, get away to consecrate, get away to spend time with him. But in our world of distraction, where there's always something to do, run into our phones, run into social media, run to our tablets, turn the TV on. When's the last time we just sat in silence, no technology with God? That's a valid question. Being able to sit back and just be with him without the noise of everything. Yeah, you stay ready, so you want to get ready. Thank you, Tiana. I appreciate that. But that's true. All right, I'm sorry, I just started.
That's true. So it's October, so we've been talking about breast cancer awareness month, and one of the things that we say is that early detection is key. And I think that same statement applies to this as well. By making sure that we're thinking ahead and taking those moments, like you said, to get rid of all the noise, to get rid of social media, whatever, and go to prayer in that relationship with God, early detection, so that when we do have those moments that will arise, we're already prepared and we're able to, be strategic in that warfare. So, definitely making sure that we're being in tune with ourselves. I love that Bishop is, challenged us to put those things on a calendar so that we can do all that we can to be prepared in our fasting, in our prayer, even seeking help with our pastors to make better decisions when those moments come up, when we're in that shallow place in our life.
Yeah. And something that Bishop said at communion last night is so true. sometimes we have a tendency to make choices out of our anxiety, our
Mhm.
worry. We start panicking. How can I fix this? And then I don't know about you. There have been times where I tried to fix it and made it worse
Mhm.
because I was worrying so much rather than just kind of let me go talk to somebody first, settle myself down so I can think clearly.
Mhm.
Sometimes we get so scared, we get reactive,
Yeah.
and you realize, oh wow, I just made that worse than what it
Mhm.
you know, and I think there's something to learning when you can make a decision versus when you need to kind of settle yourself down before you make one.
Yeah.
But that goes back to having the consecration available to feel your feelings without succumbing to your feelings. And sometimes we try to be super Christians.
Mhm.
I feel bad and I'm struggling with this. I must be a bad Christian. Don't mean you're a bad Christian. Not at all. It just means you're a human being and we all go through this.
Yeah.
You just can't succumb to it. That's all.
Mhm.
I always tell people your feelings are real, but they're not always true.
Mhm.
Your feelings are legit, but they're not always true. So you have to learn to discern your feelings, check your feelings to make sure that what I'm feeling is telling me something. What am I learning from my feelings? Without, and then start to discern, is what I'm feeling right though?
Mhm.
Because we can be feel strong about something and be dead wrong in the
Mhm.
process.
Mhm.
All right.
Yep, that's true. It comes with the perspective shift and being able to see kind of outside of those initial feelings that you're having
Mhm.
and being able to digest them. Um, like you said, excuse me, not um, being so reactionary,
Mhm.
but to sit in it. And I think that's the part that people don't like to do. We
Mhm.
don't like to actually sit in those feelings and then piece by piece, layer by layer, address it in a way where it's not negative, but maybe it's something that's there to help us grow.
Sure. Yep. Yeah. Hold on real quick. Okay. Speaking of praying over, being prepared for stuff, but
Uh-huh.
think, but I think the Lord's prayer says it plainly: "Give us this day our
Daily.
daily bread."
Yeah.
You know, we're so worried about tomorrow, which Jesus warns about, that we forget. Let me focus on today's bread.
Mm-hmm.
How can I trust and believe and watch for God's provision today, and focus on that today? Because tomorrow we worry because we're speculating tomorrow when tomorrow hasn't even happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
As Bishop taught years ago, conquer the next step.
Yeah.
Let me get through this moment first, and I'll deal with that later. That doesn't say he's not saying don't plan for your future.
Mm-hmm.
God doesn't say, don't consider things. He's just simply saying, focus on daily bread today. Hey, Auntie, how you doing? Mine is on. Praise the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on today,
Mm-hmm.
right? Focus on today. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's what we have to learn to do.
Yeah.
All right.
And to give God room to do what he does.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
Because we
Really.
try to be so hands-on and things need to happen this way and that way,
Mhm.
where we're not actually giving God the space to be God.
Yeah. We all up in his business.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I think that's what God told Job. He's like, where were you when I did this? Where were you when I did so and so? Where were you when I did, like, basically, like, bruh, I've been God a long time. I got this. I know you got questions, and I know what I'm doing though. And I think that's where we we learn to tap into God. And something I've been saying for a while, we have to learn to complain to God, not complain about him.
Mm-hmm.
And the Psalms are full of people complaining to God. And knowing that that complaint, watch this, can be an act of worship. I'm telling God about it because I trust him with it. I'm talking to him about it because I can trust him with my heart. And that's where God wants us to be, to have that communication with him. I said it when I preached a couple of weeks ago, and I was dead serious too. If it wasn't for my prayer life, I probably have lost it. That was my safe place to get some stuff off my chest, to be able to work through, along with talking to other people too, that I trusted. Uh, that was the thing. But that trouble can produce a good prayer life in you.
Mm-hmm.
trouble that produces a prayer life is meant to be to produce a constant prayer life, not something we slip back on.
Mm-hmm.
So let's focus on making sure we're prayed up for the day. I've been telling people, I don't know if people do it, but I've been telling people for years, and people talking about when you get up in the morning, just don't flick on the TV and check your phone. Spend some time with God first before the onslaught of the world starts kicking in.
Yeah.
And watch you'll experience some spiritual warfare, but watch you be more prepared for your day, because how you start your day matters.
Mm-hmm.
Your framework for your day matters when you start focusing on God, prayer, and the word. And you know, you one of the people that got to hit sleep 7 times, you know, put your phone over in a corner somewhere that make you get out of bed.
Yeah.
And turn the alarm off. That'll get you up. Now don't run back into bed though. Just
That would defeat the purpose.
It would.
Yeah.
But God is looking for that commitment. Again, you constantly see Jesus getting away
Mm-hmm.
to be by himself and pray.
Mm-hmm.
All throughout the Gospels, he keeps getting away to go pray.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's part of our holistic health, right? That I think that we don't always remember, you know, that time away is a time to refresh and even to help our perspective and things. Because like you said, when you first thing in the morning, all you see is negatives in the timeline and what's happening in politics and what's happening down the road and in our own lives. Like, it's so easy to have that lens put over us so we're not able to see the clear direction of things.
Yeah.
So God kind of comes, that time with him helps to clean that slate a little bit.
Yeah.
So that we can move forward in a way that hopefully is more positive and uplifting, and just to balance all the negative that we all face each day.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about this one of these days. And it's so simple. We know this. The news, social media, headlines, all these things are meant to get you riled up.
Yeah.
Because you know, the more riled up, the more you'll feed yourself with it.
Mm-hmm.
They know this already. They know if there's bad news, you will scroll, read, watch all these videos. It's all about how can I keep people watching us so we can make more money.
Mm-hmm.
But it's dangerous to me. It's dangerous to be so focused on what the world has to say more than what God has to say. Be aware of what's going on in the world. You can watch the news, you can read the newspaper, do all this stuff, but that shouldn't be the source of your existence, your life, your information. So be aware, but don't succumb to it though, because the whole point is for them to get you riled up.
Mm-hmm.
That's why if they're wrong about something, they don't come back and apologize and say we were wrong. It's no, let's move on to the next problem, because we know you're gonna stay on. I mean, like, especially those of us who are, you know, younger on social media more. I mean, think about it. When something crazy happens, what do? You go on your timeline to see what's everybody saying.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
2 hours later, what's everybody saying? just keep going, and it's like, you know, we have to be careful what we're feeding ourselves. That's all I'm trying to say. And not let our curiosity cause us to slip into eating some forbidden fruit that we're supposed to leave alone.
Yep.
Because the devil he'll pique your curiosity, and that's how he'll pull you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Social media, the more I know about it, definitely think it's a great tool, you know, for community and whatnot. But if you're not careful and if you're not paying attention to like what your kids are doing on there, it can really cause some damage. And that's what's scary about it.
It is. You see, adults can't manage social media.
Yeah.
You're right. Imagine the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes, like I hear some of the kids talking about, oh, politics this, oh, Trump this. I'm like, when I was 8 and 10, we knew about it, but you were like, whatever.
I was too busy watching Rugrats. Like,
right, you outside playing, you was having a good time, just doing stuff. Your parents watching politics, I don't want to watch that. I don't care about that. There was an innocence because you weren't aware of. But a lot of our kids are, you know, our parents made us aware of necessity, especially growing up as Black kids, made you aware of certain things. Like, look, don't do this. Make sure when this happens, you know, how you act in this world as a Black person.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, we have to teach our kids again. You know, this is how you act. Come on, you know.
Yeah.
Either way, all I'm saying is saying it to say that, like Tiana says, is right. The root of media is fear and danger. You know, it's in fear of missing out. It's like you gotta, your eyes are glued. Just
Yeah.
like I go back to, I mean, the highest viewed moment in television history was OJ and the White Bronco. It was on during an NBA Finals.
Wow.
They minimized the game at the bottom because they noticed more people were watching just this White Bronco go down the highway. Nothing happened but the car driving.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was just looking to see what's going to happen. What's going to happen? And guess what? They taught them something. The more drama we put on here, the more speculation we put on here, you got to see this next great debate coming up. You got to hear this great disagreement. And you're like, oh, I'm going to watch it because we become, how can I say this without being too crass? We've gotten caught up in the minutia. I'm trying not to use certain phrases I want to use. The minutia and the pure manure of life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at reality TV shows. It's just one day I want them to put out a reality TV show where everybody got along. Everybody's uplifting each other. That thing wouldn't even last through 4 episodes, probably.
Yeah. If that, it probably won't even get to the air.
Thank you. Wouldn't even get through there. I remember.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna, that says a lot about us as a people, as a culture, as a society, that we want to see people fail. We want to see people hurt. And I don't know if that it's because it makes us feel better, which is also saying a lot.
Yep. Part of it, yeah, me feeling better. I had somebody tell me I love drama in other people's lives, but I don't like drama in my own.
Mm-hmm.
So you're cool with celebrating everybody else's drama and problems, but you know when it finally hits you, oh, this is too much for me. I'm like, it says a lot about us and what we consume. And I just like I remember one of the reality shows they showed one of the producers. You know, you saw the hand of the person throwing a glass, but they made it look like it was one of the stars throwing a glass, when it actually is one of the behind the scenes people throwing it just to create drama.
Wow.
Like, this is reality. This is really happening. Like, no, it's not. Like some of that stuff may be real, yes, but a lot of the stuff is manufactured to make it look like something because they know. It's like this. It gets on my nerves. I hate driving and there's traffic. And then you get to the place where you see what was causing the traffic. There was an accident, but the accident was on the other side of the road. And it has nothing to do with this, but people are slowing down to look, and it causes this traffic jam in lanes that aren't even the accident doesn't even affect, but because we have to slow down and see what happened. It says a lot about us and what our focus is. And you know, I think it's the battle of sin, the battle of negativity, or we prefer more darkness than we do light. All right, I gotta get out of here, but prayer and the word helps keep us in the light. And eventually, the more you pray, the more you're in the word, the more you focus on God. Some of that stuff, you don't have the tolerance to watch some of that stuff anymore. Because it's not really feeding you anything but drama. That's all. It's feeding nothing but negativity. And you're like, I can't do this. I'm good.
Yeah.
My patience for certain things is not there like it used to. They're like, did you see something? I'm like, I don't care. I don't know.
Hey, what's wrong with you?
We're gonna sit there and argue about this. Ain't got nothing affecting my life, no way, shape, or form. I don't care. All right. Thank y'all for coming on today.
Go back to watching Little House on the Prairie like I do.
She's an old woman. Jesus. I thought she was gonna say something like living single, you know.
That too.
All right. Thank y'all for coming on today. Don't forget, next Monday we'll be back for Maximize Monday. Tonight we have Embrace class at 7:00 for our new members. Of course, tomorrow night, Tuesday, Focus Singles Ministry with Pastor Prescott. Is going to be teaching Wednesday Bible study 12 noon in person, and in the evening at 7:00 on Point Town Hall. this coming
Yeah.
Saturday. Join us. Oh, can you make a post about? I'm going to talk to you about that today.
Mhm.
Join us online or in person in the sanctuary. We're going to be in the sanctuary on Saturday at 9:00. We're going to do a town hall talking about the government shutdown, a couple other things. So this Saturday's on point at 9 a.m. Come meet us in the sanctuary if you can, or come meet us online as you always do. We're excited about what God's going to do. We're trying to get some people in to help talk about all that's going on in the world. Again, this Saturday at 9:00. And of course, we have Sunday service coming up. All right, I got to get these children with all hearts and minds clear. The Lord bless you and Lord keep you. See y'all later. Bye, y'all.